Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew, Devin the Dream Haney, as we all know right now, has claimed that Boots, Jaron Ennis, ducked him. In a recent interview that Devin Haney conducted with the Ring magazine, as we all know, Devin Haney, he said that he was presented the Boots fight. And he agreed to fight Boots. He said, but Boots came with the counter proposal that he only be willing to fight Devin Haney at 152 pounds. And Devin Haney says that he came back to counter by saying that he haven't even fought at the welterweight division officially at 147 pounds. So why would he then go and fight at 152 pounds, which is a catch weight, if he haven't even competed at welterweight yet? And basically, Boots ducked Devin Haney because of that. Now, I have some questions. But before I ask my questions now, I want to first encourage you all, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Please join the channel, become a member of the channel, and become a supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew. Support the channel. $ Manager Marty, that's the Cash App. And of course, you can click on the icon as a super thanks. And when we go live, you can also support by super chat and super sticker. Now, enough with the hugs, handshakes, and Valentine's Day cards. I have a question for Devin Haney. How many punches did Devin Haney land when he fought Jose Ramirez? I'm just asking a question. How many punches did he land? According to the statistics, according to his own dad, Bill Haney, how many punches did Devin Haney land against Jose Ramirez? Okay. I think the answer is 70 plus. Let's round it off to about 72 punches. Not power punches. Total punches. Let's be clear on that. Total punches. I'm talking about for the duration of 12 rounds. 3 minutes per round. 12 punches. 72 punches. 12 rounds is what I was trying to say. 12 rounds. 72 punches. Let's just round it up and say 72. 72 punches in a whole fight. Your last fight. That's what I'm talking about. The last fight. You mean to tell me that Boots Ennis would duck a guy who only going to land 70-something punches? You mean to tell me Boots Ennis is going to duck a guy who does not exhume a lot of power in his punches? That's what you talking about? You mean to tell me that a guy, Devin Haney, who, like he said by his own admission, never competed at 147, never competed in the weight class. You mean to tell me Boots ducked a guy who's naturally smaller than him? and don't have enough power to keep Boots off of him? You talking about him? No, I'm asking. I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same page. You talking about Devin Haney? Okay. I just want to know who we're talking about. So we're talking about Devin Haney. All right, cool. Now, Devin Haney says, right, that he never even competed at the welterweight division. So then why would he even fight Boots at a catchweight of 152? Now, that sounds good on the surface, but it's hard to believe Devin Haney when he walked up to Brian Norman Jr., an actual natural 147-pounder. In fact, he is the WBO welterweight champion of the world. Devin Haney, and don't make me play the tape because you know I have the tape. Devin Haney was face-to-face with Brian Norman Jr. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember that? Okay. This is literally a matter of a week ago or two, right? When the whole fiasco happened with the bodyguard and the physical confrontation. What I'm trying to say is Devin Haney walked up to Brian Norman Jr. They were having a dialogue. One of the first things that Devin Haney told Brian Norman Jr., it's on tape. We have it. You're too small. So hold up for a minute, Devin. If Brian Norman Jr. is a natural welterweight, 147 pounds, he's the champion at 147 pounds, a division that Devin Haney never officially competed in. Devin Haney told him, "You too small." Huh? So if the natural welterweight, Brian Norman Jr., who's officially the welterweight champion of the world, if he's too small for Devin and he is the champ at 147 pounds, then how much does Devin Haney actually weigh when he walk around out of competition? No, I'm just asking the question. Is this the guy? Him? This is who Boots supposed to have ducked? Him? I thought the last time we all checked, Jaron Boots Ennis had plans to move up to 154. Junior middleweight, right? So if he already planned to move up because he could not get the fights that he wanted that will allow him to unify as a world champion, undisputed at welterweight, this is why he vacated the titles, then why would he stay at 147 pounds, not to unify any titles, not to become undisputed or fight any of the other world champions, but to stay and remain at 147 pounds, the welterweight division, to fight Devin Haney? Good God from Zion. If Boots stayed in welterweight and didn't fight, Brian Norman Jr., the other world champion, if Boots would have stayed at 147 pounds and didn't fight the other world champion, Mario Barrios, do you know the backlash that Boots will get? Do you know the criticism that Boots will get? You understand the scrutiny that Boots will be under if he fought a naturally smaller guy? And I'm saying he's naturally smaller because he claimed he never competed at 147. So apparently it's too big for him. I'm talking about Devin. Do you imagine how the boxing media would destroy the image of Boots if he destroyed Devin Haney? Now, this is my thing. Why was Boots even offered that fight in the first place? In other words, is nobody asked to see Boots versus Devin. I mean that's just common knowledge. No one requested that Boots fight Devin Haney. Like 3 months ago. Like 6 months ago. How about let's not go back that far? How about let's just go back a few months ago in May after Devin Haney fought Jose Ramirez? I didn't hear anyone say, you know what? Man, that was a good performance that Boots had against Ennis in April when he unified the titles. And you know what? That was a good performance by Devin Haney when he fought against Jose Ramirez. Let's see Boots fight Devin Haney. That would be a great fight. I didn't hear anybody clamoring for that fight. Did you? Okay, and for my final point. If Devin Haney, now don't get mad now, just a question now. If Devin Haney, right, can compete against Regis Prograis at 140 pounds. Y'all remember that fight? Okay, y'all remember that. And then he can actually make the weight on this particular day. He made the weight, didn't he, for that fight? At the official weigh-in, he made the weight, correct? Okay, good. He can make the weight in that fight. And within 24 hours, Devin Haney can gain 25 pounds of water weight. No. I'm just trying to figure out. So technically, he was over about 165 pounds on the night of the fight with Regis Prograis the next day. But 152 pounds to fight Boots, somehow, some way, is too big for him. And that's why Boots ducked him. Don't get mad, you Devin Haney channels on YouTube. Don't get mad, Devin Haney fans. Devin Haney said, and I have the tape, and I played the tape in front of his uncle, Victor Haney. Oh, sorry. That's not his uncle. That's his confidant. That's his nutritionist. That's his strength and conditioning coach. I'm sorry. Victor Conti. Y'all remember that? I played the tape when Devin Haney told the interviewer and confirmed with the interviewer that he gained 25 pounds overnight within 24 hours by drinking water. And that's all he was doing, was drinking all that water. I played that for Victor Conti when Victor Conti was here on my platform. Y'all remember that? Some of you new audience members, you might not know that because you were not here, but most of the Roll the Tape film crew members, they know. These are questions that I have when we're trying to use deductive reasoning to determine whether Boots ducked Devin Haney. We need answers.